Welcome students. In this video, we'll be learning some basic appliances for the amphibian experiments and the instruments which are used for amphibian lab experiments. Now, when we deal with amphibian experiments, the first thing is to know what is the living tissue. The living tissue here used is the frog. The frog is used as living tissue because the animal, as you all know, is cold-blooded. The animal can well survive in all circumstances. Secondly, the availability of this living being, that is frog, is throughout the year, so that there is no difficulty in the availability of frog. Thirdly, the muscle of frog is characterized by the ability to survive in the external environment by diffusing oxygen from the outside environment. So the nerve muscle preparation which is prepared can survive outside the living tissue for quite a long duration. And finally, it is a non-poisonous tissue, so therefore we can easily use it and we can easily handle it. First, moving on to the process of nerve muscle preparation. The first step is stunning the frog, which means giving a tight blow over the frog so as to make the frog unconscious instantaneously. Once the frog has been stunned, we pith it by using a pithing needle, as you can see it on the slide. This is a pithing needle which allows instantaneous damage to the brain as well as the spinal cord. Then by using various dissecting instruments as are shown in the slide, we dissect the instrument and finally we take out the sciatic nerve and gastrocnemius muscle preparation. We utilize this preparation for our experiments which are related to the skeletal muscle. So now the next step is to mount this nerve muscle preparation. Once we have dissected the frog, the next thing is to mount it onto our mounting system so that we can utilize it for our further experimental purpose. So for the mounting purposes, we have got some very important instruments being utilized in this lab. As you can see in the slide, we have myograph stand with myograph board. So this myograph board is actually a board which is provided with two holes where you can pin your nerve muscle preparation. It is coated with wax on the top where you can pin this nerve muscle preparation, and this myograph board is attached to the myograph stand. As you can see in the slide, this myograph stand is attached with the myograph board, and this myograph stand can be rotated on the axis and we can adjust the height of the board as per our requirement. Next is the moving back to the Lucas chamber. In the previous slide, this is the Lucas chamber where which is used when we are using a nerve muscle preparation and we want to dip that nerve muscle preparation in Ringer solution because we want to keep it alive for quite a long duration of time. Here you need to know that when we are performing experiment on nerve muscle for a shorter duration, we use myograph board and we mount the nerve muscle preparation on board. But when we are using this nerve muscle preparation for a longer duration of time, we need to dip it into a special solution which is known as the amphibian Ringer solution so that it stays alive and it stays active. Now this Ringer solution is basically having four important components. So it contains sodium chloride, potassium chloride, calcium chloride and sodium bicarbonate. So these are four important substances in the amphibian Ringer solution which are utilized to dip the nerve muscle preparation. Now this Lucas chamber is actually a plastic trough which is having an outlet on the outer aspect, and you can attach this Lucas chamber to the myograph stand, and on the other hand we can attach the recording devices to the Lucas chamber which can connect with the nerve muscle preparation and can record the activity of the nerve muscle preparation. So once we are set with the mounting device, now we can move further to know what all are the devices which are used to record. So once we know what are the mounting device, we will try to understand what are the recording instruments which are utilized for our nerve muscle experiments. So in the next slide, we'll be reading the various recording instruments. First and foremost recording instruments is the kymograph. As you can see in the slide, there's a kymograph which is attached to the drum. So basically, kymograph is the electric motor with its all connections. Along with that, we have a drum which is mounted over the kymograph. So this entire setup is known as kymograph with board, and we can see in this kymograph board, kymograph with drum diagram, it has been labeled, and the electric motor is the motor which is running at 220 volts. Now, the next feature of a kymograph is the presence of contact block and contact knob. At point number 6 in the figure, you can see that this contact knob and block is utilized to make and break the circuit. It is also utilized to mark the point of stimulus. The kymograph has provided with revolving strikers as marked point number 8. These strikers can be bifurcated or they can be utilized as one single striker. So what happens when the striker strike the contact block, the circuit is established, and as a result of which the current flows through the nerve muscle preparation, which can be utilized to stimulate it. So in one cycle, it can be stimulated either once by keeping the striker at one point, or when the striker are bifurcated, in one rotation of the drum, we can produce two stimulus. So this is important feature of contact block, knob and revolving strikers. So you have to remember that contact knob and contact buttons are there to make and break the circuit. They are also important to mark the point of stimulus. And the striker is actually bifurcated. So if the bifurcation strikes twice, we can get 2 points. And if the bifurcation is abolished and we make it as a single striker, we can create one stimulus in one rotation. So if the striker is bifurcated, in one rotation, we can create two stimulus. Now moving on to the drum, which is actually coated with either a paper, white paper, if we want our recording with a pencil or what, or if we are using a photographic pointer, we will make a smoked paper and then we can paste it on our drum. So this entire setup is utilized to record the nerve muscle preparation recordings. Once they are stimulated, it is recorded onto the kymograph instrument. The other things which next, in the next slide, we will see that the other thing which is used as a recording instrument is the muscle lever. Now basically there are two kinds of muscle lever. One is the isotonic muscle lever and other one is the Starling muscle lever. Now the first lever here is shown is the isotonic muscle lever. This isotonic muscle lever is a lever which actually which is attached to the nerve muscle preparation by means of a thread. Now we attach this nerve muscle preparation to the isotonic muscle lever, and this muscle lever is characterized by presence of a afterload screw. So this is important to differentiate from Starling heart lever, which is not provided with the afterload screw. So isotonic muscle lever is provided with a afterload screw and it is utilized to note the contractions in form of a graphical manner onto the kymograph. So this you can see in this slide that how the isotonic muscle lever is attached to the myograph board on one side, and on the other side it is attached to a pointer which will again be connected to the kymograph so that it can record the recordings of the muscle contraction. This isotonic muscle lever is also provided with small holes, and in this holes we can hang certain weights with the help of hook as displayed in the slide, and these weights help us to study the effect of load on skeletal muscle preparation. Now, next lever which I'm talking about is the Starling heart lever. This lever is more or less similar to isotonic muscle lever, but the only difference here is that it is not provided with an afterload screw. And second important difference here is that it is always used along with a spring. And why we use it with a spring? Because it is basically used to note the contractions of the heart. And therefore, because heart contractions are very feeble, the spring is used to amplify the contractions of the heart in form of a graphical recording when the graph is being obtained onto a kymograph drum. Next. Now, moving on to the next recording instrument, we have the tuning fork. With this tuning fork is basically provided with a pointer at its tip, and this tuning fork is about 100 Hertz, and it is used as a time marker. Next recording instruments is the electromagnetic signal marker. It is used to mark down the signals. Now, moving on to our next slide. Once we are finished with the recording instruments, now we will understand how this nerve muscle preparation is stimulated. We are all set with our dissected nerve muscle preparation. We have mounted it on the myograph board, or we have kept it in a Lucas chamber, and also we have set the recording instrument along with the myograph board, which is now ready to record the nerve muscle contraction. Now, the only thing left is a stimulus which should be provided to stimulate our nerve muscle preparation. So, this stimulus could be given in form of a chemical stimulus, it could be a temperature stimulus, or it could be electrical stimulus. Now, electrical stimulus is considered as the best stimulus, and for this we have the student stimulator is used to stimulate the nerve muscle preparation and provide low voltage of current to the nerve muscle preparation, which might not damage our nerve muscle preparation. So, therefore, we cannot use AC current directly to stimulate our nerve muscle preparation because it will damage the preparation. For this, we have this student stimulator, which is basically having a primary circuit and a secondary circuit. Now, we will be talking about the primary circuit and the secondary circuit. So, primary circuit, as you can see in the chart displayed, we have three important circuits: the Drummond circuit, the frequency circuit, and thirdly the push button circuit, or which is also known as the short circuit. So, these are basically the primary circuit which forms the part of the primary portion of the student stimulator, that is the left side part of the student stimulator. So, it has the student stimulator basically has a drum pulse switch. The student stimulator has the terminals on the left hand side, and the student stimulator has a voltage regulator as well as frequency regulator. On the right hand side, the stimulator has got two terminals which are connected through the stimulating electrodes. They are connected directly to the nerve muscle preparation. So, in Drummond circuit, you can see that the primary terminals are connected to the drum-in circuit. The terminals are connected to the contact knob of the drum-in circuit. Therefore, we are taking drum into our circuit. That is why it is known as drum-in circuit. You can see that this type of circuit is basically used for the skeletal muscle preparation, except for those preparation where we are studying the genesis of tetanus and we are giving repeated frequencies. And also, it is not used for the cardiac muscle preparation. It is not used for those experiments where load is being tested. Now, second circuit is the frequency circuit. In the frequency circuit, the primary wires are not required. The frequency is as we designed, and this type of circuit is basically used for the cardiac muscle experiments and to know the effect of frequency on skeletal muscle contractions. And finally, we have the short circuit or the push button circuit, where the circuit is established only when we push the button in which is present on the student stimulator. This type of circuit is basically used in those experiments where we are testing the effect of load on skeletal muscle preparation. Now, with all this, we have finally reached to the end of the amphibian lab setup, and experiment can be carried out very easily by studying this whole video. We have known that how we will mount our preparation on the mounting instruments, how we will connect the recording system, and we will stimulate it with our electrical stimulating device. So that's all for this video. Thank you.